Okay, let's look at bearings. Bearings can be a little bit challenging. So this means north, 35 degrees east. So that means you're going to start facing north. You're going to turn 35 degrees towards the east, and then you can start walking. So what I want to do is I want to set up a compass. So this is north, south. This is east, west. Same thing with this one. This one's north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west. So then what happens is we're going to start in the north. We always start with north or south, and then we turn east or west. So I'm going to start north, and then I'm going to turn 35 degrees towards the east, and I'm going to draw my line. So this here is 35 degrees. If I look at the next one, I'm going to go north, and I'm going to go 85 degrees towards the west. So I went north, and I turned 85 degrees west, so that there is 85 degrees. If I look at the last one, I'm heading south, and then I want to do 22 degrees towards the east. So I've headed south, and then that would be 22 degrees towards the east. So if I look at this next question, we have a forest ranger leaves camp and heads north 25 degrees east, walking 5 kilometers an hour for 1 hour. He then heads north 45 degrees west and continues walking for another 30 minutes. How far is he from camp? Include a diagram. So we're going to start over here, and we're going to say his camp is over here. So this is his camp base. And there's my north, south, east, west. So he heads north, and then turns 25 degrees towards the east and walks for an hour. So this is 25 degrees. This is 5 kilometers. He walks 5 kilometers an hour. It takes him 5 kilometers in 1 hour. So then we arrive here where he decides to turn. So he's come in this way. I'm going to draw another compass right over this. So this again is north, south, east, west. This measurement here is also 25 degrees. Because if I use the Z pattern, back when I learned it in grade 9, this is parallel to this, which means this is also 25 degrees. When he gets here to this point, he then heads north 45 degrees towards the west. That means I'm going to cut this angle exactly in half. But he's only going to walk for half an hour. So this here is 45 degrees, and this is 2.5 kilometers. I can therefore find the angle inside here. This angle is 45 degrees because it was half of this one. So to find this angle, I can do 90 minus 45 is 45 degrees. I can also find this angle here because this is 90 minus 25, which is 65 degrees. I can find this whole angle in here because I can add 45 plus 65, which will give me 110 degrees. From this point, he returns back to camp. They want to know this distance here. How far is he from camp once he reaches that point? So if I look, I have 5 kilometers here. I have 2.5 kilometers here, and I was able to find this interior angle here based on the work I did over here. So now I can use the cosine law to find this side. So I can say that d squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos d. So d squared is equal to 5 squared plus 2.5 squared minus 2 times 5 times 2.5 cos of 110. And I can find the square root of all that. So again, I'm going to grab my calculator and I'm going to put all that in my calculator. So I have 5 squared plus 2.5 squared minus 2 times 5 times 2.5, and then I had cos of 110. So again, I'm going to write every last decimal down. I'm not rounding in the middle of a question. So I wrote all the decimals down from my calculator. Now I can take this number and find the square root of my answer. And I get 6.31 approximately. So 6.31 kilometers. So that's how far he is from camp. So therefore, the ranger is about 6.31 kilometers from